OxfordDictionaries.com, a friend is a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual and family relations. Let me start out by saying to you that there is absolutely nothing like a true friendship. A true friendship is in a class all by itself. True friendships, brothers and sisters, can add value to your life because they bring joy, comfort, and most of all, a lot of excitement to your life. There's nothing quite like a true friendship. However, there's a truth that is often ignored and seldom mentioned. While true friendships can bring an enormous amount of pleasure, there are also toxic friendships, and they bring a massive amount of pain. Nothing is more demanding, draining, and disabling than a toxic friendship. There was a study done in Australia over a period of some 10 years, and it revealed that people with good friendships live 22% longer than people who don't have good and healthy friendships. The study, if it is true, then my deductive reasoning would suggest that toxic friendships would shorten the lives of those who endure them. If that's too harsh for you to accept, and you don't agree that a toxic friendship will kill you, then maybe you will agree that a toxic friendship will kill your fun. It'll kill your joy. It'll kill your dreams, and it'll kill your spirit. Brothers and sisters, life is too short to waste precious time trying to endure what ought to be ended. Now, those who desire to over-spiritualize this moment, this is probably a good point for you to disconnect, because when you hear me saying this, you're probably hearing in your head Proverbs 17:17, which says, a friend loves at all times, and you're probably trying to justify that I need to keep this person as my friend because I'm loving him. And then the Bible says that a friend loveth at all times. And if I don't love him, then I'm not being a friend. This is true, but that statement is not meant to mean you have to keep investing your love in a friendship that's one-sided. You got to remember that friendship is a double-sided proposition. And don't forget, the Bible also says that a man that has friends must show himself friendly. But that's not one-sided either. Many of us find ourselves in toxic friendships because we reward people with our friendship before they qualify for it. Just because I've known you for a long time doesn't mean you are my friend. Just because I've attended a number of events with you doesn't mean that you are my friend. Hanging out occasionally with me doesn't prove that you are my friend. Listen, friendship is not simply sharing in multiple activities with a person. It is repeated actions that demonstrate mutual affection, love, respect, and concern without request. If I have to ask for it and beg you to be concerned about me, beg you to love me, beg you to respect me, beg you to have affection from me, it is not a friendship. Okay, Florence Isaac, the author of a book entitled Toxic Friends, True Friends, says this: there has to be balance in a friendship for it to be healthy. Not one person whose needs get met and another whose needs are overlooked. Now, this lends itself to support a valid assumption. A toxic friendship is an imbalanced relationship. Now, don't forget, I told you a balanced relationship early in this series isn't necessarily an equal relationship or an equal friendship. See, imbalance doesn't mean you can't or don't do for me what I do for you, because sometimes you don't possess the ability to do what I can do, but you do what you do. And whatever it is that you do, it ought to add value to my life. The truth is, we may not be able to do the same thing for each other, but then again, I may not need the same things that you need. And if you're going to meet my needs, you got to give me what I want, not what you want me to have. Okay, I thought I made a point there. Now, but be clear, you can't have a healthy friendship if you aren't getting anything. Just like you can't have a healthy friendship if you're not giving anything. Isaac goes on to say this: toxic friends stress you out, use you, are unreliable, are overly demanding, and don't give you anything back. Now, let me suggest this to you, that a toxic friend is a friend who drains you mentally, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Always pulling on you, always yanking on you, always trying to get something out of you. They drain you in all the areas of your life. But being drained in an area long enough will leave you depleted in the other areas of your life. Now, let's be clear. There's nothing wrong with helping a friend in need, because that's what a friend should do. Amen. But when you are always helping a needy friend, it is self-inflicted abuse. You can't blame anyone else for what you do to yourself. Okay, let's get to today's text, because in today's text there's a warning. But if you take away the specific condition of the text, it reminds you that we cannot be friends with just everybody. Listen to what the first verse says. Don't make friends with anyone who has a bad temper. And if I took away who has a bad temper, it would read, don't make friends with anyone, meaning just any old body that comes along. You ought to be exclusive in your friends. I don't want everybody to be, I don't want everybody to be my friend, because everybody can't be my friend. And I'm going to show you why in a few minutes. And just hang on here. Watch this. Because here's the danger of it. You might turn out like them. Uh-oh. Now, how many of you want to be like your friends? Don't answer it in public, especially if your friend is here. Sometimes you don't want to be like your friend. Now, and then when you are like them, you then in turn get into traps.